What's up? I'm your girl, GL Douglas.
And I'm your boy, Bill the Billionaire, and this is Before the Spotlight.
I'm about that grind. I'm about that hustle. I'm about that work. Before the spotlight. I'm about that grind. I'm about that hustle. I'm about that work. Before the spotlight. I'm about that grind. I'm about that hustle. I'm about that work. Before the spotlight. I'm about that grind. I'm about that hustle. I'm about that work. Before the spotlight. Before the spotlight.
Listen, we are so excited. Before we begin, you know we have to do our spotlight question, which is a time where we take out to answer questions that you may send to us. Mm-hmm. And we actually had a viewer that sent in a question, and I'm going to read it. Okay?
Let's do it.
All right. This question says, hello, I'm an up-and-coming inspiring comedian. I did my first show. I brought my whole entire crew, friends, and family, and I bombed. Do I continue to pursue this, or do I let it go?
Quit now. Just quit, because it ain't fun. No, I'm just joking. No, honestly, bombing is something that I think it has to happen.
It has to.
It has to happen.
It's a part of the game.
Yeah, and the thing is this. It's about getting back up, okay? Because this is really going to test you and let you know if you really want to get ahead and do this thing. Because some people get hit in the face that first time, they was like, nope, I'm done. You're not going to take my... No.
That is true, because and this is what I tell people all the time. The thing that separates comedy from other genres of entertainment, you get your answer immediately.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're an actor... or you're in a movie or something, you have to wait for the reviews, or you have to figure out if people like what you did or not. In comedy, you get your answer right there, whether they love you or they hate you. Now, what you do with that data once it's collected on stage is that determines how you move forward. But I tell people all the time, if you haven't bombed, either A, you lying, or B, you haven't been doing it long enough. Yeah. Because you're going to do it.
Or you just performing in front of your friends. Because now let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all friends, they not real. They just be lying to y'all. Because when I started, all my friends was laughing. And I'm like, okay. The next show I went and did, none of my friends was there. And there was chuckles. And I was like, cool. All my friends why would y'all do that? Why would y'all do that?
It's
a setup. So honestly, you need friends that be like, nah, that joint ain't hit.
Yeah,
it's not hit.
You definitely need people around you that's going to be honest with you about what you do and your material, your delivery, your timing. All of that is what makes a comedian a comedian.
Definitely.
And and sometimes people tell me all the time when I tell them I'm a comedian, they're like, you know what? People tell me all the time I'm funny, or I should be doing this. And you know what I say? Then do it.
Get up.
The
hardest part is getting on stage.
Yes.
So what we want to go ahead and tell you, keep getting up. That's how you get better. The more you getting up on stage, the easier it becomes. But definitely keep going up. All right, people. So listen, if y'all want to get ahead and send us in some questions, make sure y'all email us at beforethespotlighttv@gmail.com, and we'll get ahead and answer your questions. It can be me, it can be GL. This is what we're gonna get ahead and do. But we got some show for you, and we got our first guest. So let's get to our first guest.
Check this out.
All right, people, it's that time. We got our guest here. I'm telling y'all are in for a treat. Not only is she a singer, she's a songwriter, she's a movie producer. I mean, she does it all. She's in every industry, so y'all better watch out. But give it up for the one and only Lenyxrose is in the building right now. Give it up right now.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm great. I'm really happy to be here.
Yo, we happy that you here. We happy that you here before the spotlight.
Yeah.
Before the spotlight, because once she pop, we don't know if we're gonna be able to get it.
Probably won't, because you be like, before the hood.
She's like, listen.
Before the what?
She's like, it's not in my budget. It's not in my budget.
We all be getting there together.
Hey, I hear that. See, I like that energy.
We getting there together.
Son, I'm a little jealous of both of y'all right now.
Why?
I mean, I wish I had a little scarf or something.
Sometimes it brings jealousy to other folks. But that ain't our business.
You see what they doing?
Billy, what you call it? Turban talk.
Turban talk. That's what they doing. So what's going on with you? What you got going on these days? What's going on?
These days, yeah, there's a lot coming, especially since it's been post-pandemic, so a lot of the projects that I'm working on to execute were projects that were supposed to be executed last year.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but the world was burning. So so this year it's just, that's my word, execution and collaboration with just amazing artists and creatives like yourselves.
Okay. So tell us, like, how did you get into the business?
Well, I've been singing for a really long time. I used to do a lot of background work for different artists in New York.
Tell them who you work with. Tell them the background stuff.
Yes, girl,
Don't be
drop
out here
names.
shy. I used to do the background
we
work.
don't need to call no names, right? Just used to do some background work, and after that I realized, I'm like, no, I really want to do this on my own, because there's songs that I've written that I'm like, I can only see myself performing it. So that's when I decided I need a band. I need all the things. I need venues. And in 2017 was really when I started kind of taking myself more seriously as an artist. So that was like my year of just doing all the things. And since then, we've worked with So Far Sounds. We just did a show with BET earlier this year. And just really just, I'm attacking my dreams at all different points.
Okay.
You know,
We know.
I'm a huge fan of the expansion of art.
Yes.
So I believe in learning and discovering the different things that you are able to do as a creative. So sure, I did start off singing, but I've ventured out into theater and you know, acting, and also making my own film, and like just seeing like all the different things that I've allowed myself to experience like through my creativity has opened so many different doors for me. So yeah, I'm
That's
a huge
amazing.
huge fan of
Now,
all the things.
let me ask you. I've been a fan for a while.
We've been at this for a long time,
I'll be
brother.
hitting you up like, yo, I like this.
Right.
But now you're writing. I feel like I don't know what you consider yourself. The way I look at you, I like the neo soul, R&B, but you know that's like it's just soulful to me.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
where do you pull your creativity, the writing, your music? Where do you pull all that from?
Yeah, and you're not wrong. A lot of people, when they do hear, especially like some of my older songs, automatically they kind of put me in that neo soul category, which I don't hate, because Jill Scott and Erykah Badu are my mothers. You know, so like I definitely have drawn inspiration from them. But I'm such a huge fan of music in all genres, you know, and like across the globe. So like I love Afrobeat, I love soca, I love
I seen the soca's on the gram.
I'm from Trinidad, so I gotta represent.
Yes, soca.
Okay?
Yeah.
I gotta represent for my people. So, but yeah, I love just pulling from different genres from artists that are around the globe. So like even in my writing process, it's gonna naturally sound soulful because that's my tone. Like that's my natural, just even in my speaking voice. Like you said, I was doing counting.
She was counting.
I was doing my
She was
check.
like 1, 2. I was like, oh, is she don't do that? Come on now.
So even in my natural speaking voice, it's very soulful. But like I do consider myself just an all-around artist in terms of my writing. So I love different genres. So I wouldn't really put myself in a box. I just write whatever I feel in that moment.
Gotcha.
What do you think of the artists that are coming up today? Like,
I ain't mad at it. You know why? Because though it may not be, some of the music may not be music that I might particularly listen to, there's a huge audience that do. You know, and I feel like that's what music is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel connected in some type of way. If you look at just like the different eras of music that we've gone through, you know, from Motown and jazz and blues and Renaissance era, and like they had their audience for that particular time.
Right.
You know, so like at the end of the day, we can't really be mad at like, I mean, we might feel a type of way because we're like, what are they even saying on these tracks?
Bow.
You know?
Bow, 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 bow.
You know what I'm saying? But high key, I'll be in the bathroom like, wow, wow, wow.
No, don't get it twisted.
You know?
I'm like, I don't know what they talking about.
I'll be like supporting on the low. So, but I can't really be mad at just, you know, how people are choosing to create the art and who chooses to connect to that particular art. You know, I do feel as though there just needs to be a wider variety. Like I feel like when music, especially just like in the media standpoint, when they have found their niche, like that's just all you hear. You know what I'm saying? Like when they found what audience wants to listen to, that's it. You know, like that's all you're hearing. So of course, like people like us that might enjoy different kinds of music, we won't feel a type of way because it's like, what is this? Why is this the only option that we have right now?
That is true.
You know,
that's definitely true. But now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Now we all talking music. I know I have my playlist. GL got her playlist.
too.
What's on your playlist? Top 3 songs right now. Who you going to right now? Top 3. And I know for me it's a mood thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some days I gotta wake up, have my gospel on. You know, I need to. You know, oh Lord. Need to do that. Then I get my ratchet on sometimes.
Right.
You know, then I slow it down because I think I can sing. But I don't think I know. But that's not a talent I've had to
For sure, we're
express.
probably just gonna hear you singing on this segment.
Oh, you might, because you know what? I was saying me. But what's on your top 3 playlist right now?
I love me some Afrobeat.
Afrobeat?
Man. Like,
Wow,
I gotta get in. Like I gotta.
Oh, you're not.
got
You better come on now. Put a little back.
Afrobeat is like the perfect genre to wake up to. It's a perfect genre to just enjoy the rest of your day because it's so energetic and it's just so like, you know, it feels like a cup of coffee. And I don't even drink coffee, but it literally just gives you like that kind of energy. So I'm a huge fan, and I also just love the history of genres. So though I'm a huge fan of the Afrobeat that is now, and the, you know, artists like Burna Boy that, you know, are just living their best lives in this genre and like giving us some good music, I also love the foundation of Afrobeat. So like I go all the way back to Fela, and because he created Afrobeat, so I love listening to like old school Afro rhythms and stuff like
She
that.
putting us on because I ain't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to Google all these people.
Yeah,
Yo, I
Like,
look,
okay.
look, I ain't front. She be posting on her Instagram like she like this is the playlist, and I've been like this. Okay.
Yo,
I
get
be
into my
feeling that.
playlist. I be
Yo,
trying to put people
She be
on.
putting her, and I be hitting her up on the side like this. Yo, where that playlist at? She be playing some songs up and it be an old song. She's like, oh, that's old. She be playing me.
Right.
And then when she be singing, so I'm like this. I like that song now. You ever hear somebody else sing somebody else's song? You be like this. Now I like that song.
Right.
Yeah,
Never-
100%.
Is this song "Ooh La Dun 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 Life"? Is that Afrobeat?
That is.
See, I like this song.
Wait, do it again.
Here, who is Joanna?
Joanna. Who is Joanna?
Who is she? I would like to know.
I don't know who Joanna is, but I'm really happy she got a
said
song. 'Cause
Joanna. She said, who is Joanna? Like, I need to know Joanna.
what Joanna do?
What Joanna do?
We're gonna about Joanna.
But that's, yeah.
So hold on, what's the
exactly.
word
And
again?
it feels
Say that
good,
again?
right?
We're about Joanna.
Yo, I'm mad. I'm happy
Yo,
that
it'd be
you
like
encouraged
that.
her. That's what you
be
just
like that.
encouraged
I
her.
like that
Because you
song.
know that was horrible.
Now I'm gonna go.
You just encouraged all that.
It ain't about what's
If
said,
she was
it's
in the
about
class,
what's
you're
felt.
like, nah. You was just like, yes, girl. Turban talk. Your turban is talking to you. Joanna. I get it. I get it.